Cypress, which is already installed successfully, so that's good. So now what we can do is we can do npx Cypress open. So here what's happening is so this is basically the initial user interface that we get from Cypress. So here what we're going to do is we're going to click on end-to-end testing. So we can do continue. And we're going to basically choose a browser. We're going to choose Google Chrome for this one. That's what I'm going to use personally. And start E2E testing in Chrome. So this is what we get after we launch Chrome. So we can click on the scaffold example specs. So this is basically what they're going to basically add to our project directory. So I'm going to do okay, I got it. Okay, so there's that. And then if you go back and check, 1 second. Yes, if you go back and check, go to your directory, you'll see a folder called Cypress has been created. You click on it, you'll see a lot of stuff here. You see the E2E and getting started, and the all these files is basically what they gave you by default. So if you go to any of these, you'll see a bunch of tests written. So for now, we don't really need these, so we can just delete them. So delete. Okay. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to create a folder called pages. So we can just call it pages. And inside the Cypress E2E, we're going to create a folder called UI. So in the E2E is basically where all our tests are going to be written. And in the pages folder is basically where we're going to basically write all of the our page modules basically. Okay, so now let's go back to our application. Okay, so this is what we're going to be testing things on. So 4 major things that we're going to test is basically we're going to automate the process of creating a new product. So that's the first one. So after we're going to basically insert like all the product details, and then we're going to click on submit. That's how that's going to be. If that's successful, that means we know that creating the product is successful. And then we're going to automate the process of viewing the product. So we're going to automate the process of clicking on the view products, and all of the products are going to show up. So there could be like multiple products. We can have like 5 to 10, like who knows. So not just one. So that's the other one. And another test that we're going to automate is that we're going to automatically automate the process of editing a product. So we're basically it's gonna automate the process of clicking on the edit button, and inputting all the information on this modal form, and then clicking on submit, and then basically the entire product getting updated. And also another thing we're going to do, we're going to automate the process of deleting a product as well. So we can start off with viewing the product. So 1 second. Yeah. Okay, so what we can do is in the UI, we're going to create a file called view.cy.js, and at the same time we're going to create a file called view.js. So in the view.js, we're going to create a class called view, and we're going to create a method or like a function called view button. View button refers to this button. Okay. So what we're basically gonna have to do is we're going to have to select this button so that and we're gonna give it to Cypress so that Cypress can automatically click on it. So the way you can do it is you can right click on it and then you can inspect and you go to the elements tab and then you see this is like the button element right here. So what we need to do is we need to copy the CSS selector. So what we do is we're going to right click and we're going to basically go to copy and we're going to do the copy selector. So this is one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is something that I like to do is I like to use this thing called selectors hub. So it's basically like a Chrome extension. Let's see, Chrome. Okay, this is the one. So if you search selectors hub, you'll be taken to this to the Chrome web store page, and then you can just basically add it to your Chrome. I already have it added, that's why it says remove. So you can basically use this, and it makes it really easy to copy the CSS selectors. I believe you can copy others as well. So because especially when you see a lot of components that are from the external UI libraries, it might be very difficult to, sometimes it gets kind of difficult to basically inspect and get the CSS selector like that. So an easier way would be, so you right click and then you could just hover over the selectors hub and you can basically just copy the relative CSS selector like that. And yeah, so that's basically, it's really that simple. And you can go to the, oh yeah, okay, it's right here. So yeah, so we're back in the view button method. So we're going to, the way to select the actual element is you do cy.get, my bad, cy.get, just pasting the selector. This is the selector for that button. And what we do is we just do dot click. It's that simple. And so there's that. And so we're creating the class here. So we want to export the class so that we can use it in the other files. Okay, so in the view, what we're going to do is we're going to import the view from the, which is basically our module. So we're going to create a describe block here. So describe block is something that I'm going to explain in a little bit. So here, so describe block is basically, it's like a collection of a lot of test cases. So a collection of related test cases. So here we can say, we can call this block viewing products. That's like a summary of all the test cases you might have in this block. So we're gonna do IT. IT stands for independent tests, I believe. I think that might be it. So independent tests. So this is going to be an arrow function itself. And let's just give this test a name, so we can call it user should be able to click on the view products button and see all the products. So that basically describes, that basically summarizes what this test case should do. So here, so we imported the view. So what we're going to do here is we're going to create an instance of that view. So new view. So first of all, before we get to click on this view product, first of all we have to visit this URL, right? So let's just copy this URL, and what we're gonna do is here we have to visit this URL first, right? So we can do cy.visit. So that's localhost 3000, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do view dot view button. Okay. So here, let's run this. npx Cypress open. E2E testing, start. So now we get to choose which file we want to run. If we had more files, here, I mean, like if we had more files here, then we would have seen it here and we would have had the option to choose them. So right now we only have the view.cy.js. So let's just click on it. So as you can see, so here we're visiting the localhost 3000, and then the view products gets clicked, and then we are seeing the all product page. So we know that the view product is working now. So that's great. Okay, so let's just minimize this. So now the next thing that we can work on is we can try to create products. So let's try to automate that. So in the pages folder, let's create create.js. So let's create the class create. So here, also let's create the file here as well. So create.cy.js. So let's go back to our application. So of course, in order for us to create a product, what do we have to do? We have to basically get each of these input fields, right? And then we're going to basically insert values into all of these fields. And then after that, we're going to click on the submit button, and then the product will be created. So that's basically what we're going to automate here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a function called set name. So similar to how we used the CSS selector to select the view button, we're going to have to do the same thing with all the fields. So we're going to do css.get let's select the name field. So selectors of relative CSS selector here. Okay, there we go. Dot click and dot type whatever it is that you want to type. So one thing that we can do is similar to how we created the view methods here, and then we imported it here. We can do the same thing with the set name. We're going to call the set name from the create folder, create.cy.js file. And then we can basically pass in whatever we want to type into the field. We can just pass it as an argument. So right now we can just